Hey, what's up, and welcome to another episode of the Vancouver Warriors podcast. Episode 12, to be exact. The bye week is behind us, which means the whole gang is back. It's the OGs, specifically OG, Owen Grant. It's Marcus Clarich. Gentlemen, welcome back to the building. Welcome back to the podcast. Let's start with the bye week. Marcus, I know you went out of town for a family birthday. You were in sunny Palm Springs. How was your time away?
Yeah, it was amazing. It was 36.
Wow.
Almost every day, so a lot different than
Is
here.
that what you shot as well on the golf course?
No, I wish. The first
hole.
first round was rough. We went out at like 12 o'clock though because we booked it too late.
What's 36 in Fahrenheit for our American viewers out there?
I'm gonna go with 112.
Times 2 plus 30.
Can you do that on the fly?
72, so that's 90.
No, 72 plus
92?
30, so 102.
92?
Not
being-
plus 20 plus 30, 102.
It's good math.
Exposed as a math
no,
guy.
he went. I
Math
didn't
guy.
even go to college.
No, you did. You dropped out.
I dropped out though.
Anyways, continue.
Yeah, no, it was good. We just went out at a time where it was too hot, and then we played 9 2 days later, just the little twilight rounds when the sun was coming down with my brothers and my dad, and I played well that time. Got a 41 front 9, not a big deal. But yeah, it was fun. Just it was pretty cool for my mom, right? Her 60th birthday, so the fact that we were all there, she had a blast.
Right on. Was it a surprise or anything like that, or was it?
No, not a surprise. Like they're both in the school system, so this is their time off. So her
Worked out
birthday's actually
money.
in a month. Yeah, so it worked out perfect. Bye
Huge.
week and her time off.
Huge. OG, what about you? How's your bye week?
It was good. Stuck around here. Got to enjoy some decent weather, honestly. It wasn't that bad that last week. Did a little bit of coaching, lots of training, some chilling. We got to golf on the weekend. Yeah, it was good.
Well, that's a perfect segue because I saw on one of your guys' Instagrams that you guys got out for a round of golf together here locally.
Yeah.
Where did you guys play? How did you guys play? Who is the better golfer of the two of you?
Of the two of us, him for sure.
Are you much of a golfer at all?
I used to, and then I got a shoulder surgery and haven't really golfed as much since.
We're getting into it again though.
We're gonna play a lot this year. Marcus is pretty good. He can be inconsistent. He didn't have a great day. He's
Yeah.
definitely a better golfer.
I play a disgusting amount though. It's not good.
He plays a decent amount naturally because he like works at a course sometimes. So we played Redwoods out in Langley. You ever played there?
Yeah, probably the hardest course I've ever played on. It's
Really?
so narrow. I
It is
think.
tough.
It's
It is
so
narrow.
It's beautiful, like
It's-
especially
yeah.
in the summer too, when
Yeah.
the course is top
I wouldn't
shape.
say we were having that much trouble with it being narrow. It was more
Wet. It was too wet.
It was
Like,
wet.
a lot of
Our
chunks.
putting wasn't great.
Yeah,
Must just be me.
we played with
Nice track, though.
Marty and Subi. Subi
Yeah,
had
tell him what
probably-
happened.
Yeah, maybe the worst day ever. I don't know. I don't even know if he saw the ball every time he was swinging.
Subi had a
He
12
was
on
just
one
awful.
hole.
Is he generally a good golfer? Actually, that's sort of like a good segue because I was going to ask you guys who is the best and worst golfer on the team.
Best is Marty for sure.
For sure.
100%. It's Marty.
I guess, yeah.
Marty-
Some of our other,
Marty's low.
we had some good golfers a few years ago, but they're elsewhere now.
Yeah, Marty showed a 70 as his low round, so he's definitely the best. I mean, worse. I haven't seen many of them golf, but I would take a very educated guess. It would be Delbs.
I'm gonna go Reader.
Oh no, but Reader's actually was trying to get into it for a bit.
Yeah,
I think you go Reader Dells 1v1. Like that's a good YouTube match.
yeah.
That's incredible.
Reader never like golfed until like last year, so he's getting into it.
I've heard Kinger's really good too. I think he's like a 10 handicap.
Yeah, the
something like
Victoria
that,
guys
so-
are always good at golf.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they got some nice courses over there, so he gets out a lot.
Totally. I would have guessed. I think a lot of people would have guessed that Reed Bowering would be a good golfer. Like I think he would probably look the part pretty well.
He dresses good out there, I would say.
Yeah, I think what
That's all you have to add.
I think he was dressed for like '90s golf when I played
Yeah.
with him.
He's a fashionable lad.
He had his like I think his grandpa's like bag and clubs. There's like it's like the classic like really skinny bag, just quickly on your shoulder, 5 clubs in there.
Yeah,
He was getting better. But as far as this past weekend, we were a team against Marty and Subi. We killing them, and then we gave them a chance, double or nothing on the last hole, and Subi pulls some shot.
we gave him 2 strokes and he made
We
a
gave
bogey.
Subi 2 strokes on one hole. He made a bogey, net birdie, so he gets another point. It was a joke.
Yeah, we were putting the boots to them, and we were like, we can't have a meaningless
Yeah.
18th hole, so we gave him a chance, and we overdid
He
it with
did,
2
yeah,
strokes.
he did it. I
Tough.
missed a 3-footer too, but I was gonna leave that out. But
Tough.
might as well.
Well, it sounds like you guys are pretty well rested. It sounds like the bye week was pretty successful for you guys, not just to be able to rest up the bodies, but also to sort of reset the mind a little bit. And that's kind of what I want to ask you guys about. The importance of a bye week, of course, when you guys went on the stretch that you did throughout this regular season. A lot of the focus, of course, is going to be on healing up, making sure your bodies are set for the final stretch of the regular season, and then, of course, into the playoffs, which we'll talk about a little bit here as well. But how important is that bye week in order to rest the mentals a little bit as well, to maybe get away from the game and kind of reset yourself? Do you guys see that as an important aspect of the bye week?
Oh yeah, I was definitely feeling that last week. It was nice to, it was nice being in that rhythm of like playing games, but then it was also like Tuesday, Wednesday rolled around, and that's normally when you're kind of amping yourself back up to get ready to either travel or get ready for a home game. So it was nice kind of getting into that part of the week and being like, oh, I can just breathe. Like I don't have to go anywhere. I can just kind of, worry about it day to day. So that was nice.
I think also though, like we're all pretty much the same. We all think about lacrosse nonstop and what we can do better and all of that. But it definitely was like a little reset. At the end of the day, everybody was still in the gym getting better and playing lacrosse. So the no game aspect, it's nice for the bodies, but we're still trying to keep the rhythm going.
And then it was nice. We had a bunch of the boys. There's some good games on Saturday.
Totally.
Like lots of comebacks and leads blown, and we were all watching a bunch of us together. So that was fun too.
Yeah, that Sask Buffalo game was awesome. And
Shout out Tice, new homeowner.
Vegas was good too. That one got interesting. And then the goal called back in overtime. It was good.
Yep, pretty big. Okay, well, getting back to kind of what was or what we've missed since the last time that we recorded. In that time, you guys have clinched a playoff spot for the second straight year with that 10-8 win here at home versus Ottawa. And then following some of the results from Week 18, like you were just talking about, you guys at the time of recording currently sit first overall in the NLL standings for, first time in quite some time that's happened. And I saw a tweet from Adam Levy, excuse me, and he says that the last time the Warriors franchise sat in first place this late into the season was 2010 as the Washington Stealth. At that time, Matt Beers was a rookie on the Stealth. Tyler Richards was on that team as well. So like I said, it's been quite a while. First things first, do you remember what either of you were up to in the year 2010?
I was 10. So
I was 8.
I don't know if that's grade 3 or whatever it was, so probably nothing important. I hadn't even touched a lacrosse stick at that point, so that's cool.
Crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
How old were you?
I think 12 or 13. Honestly, I don't know what year exactly I started, but definitely not when I was 10.
Wow.
I was, same thing, doing nothing important probably. just pissing off my parents and my brothers, I would say, is a pretty educated guess.
Yeah, fair enough. What were your guys' reactions when you woke up on Sunday morning? And I don't know how frequently you check out league stats or anything like that, but when the news came across your guys' screens and you saw that the Warriors are first overall right now, what were your guys' reactions to that?
I mean, like you said, it's been a long time, 2010. So I think it's pretty cool that we both get to experience it. At the end of the day, I know Owen's going to say the same thing. We're not going to get caught up in that, right? There's bigger things to focus on. And even before we're thinking about the clinch or making playoffs, like we got 3 games ahead, and that's sort of what I think everybody's thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think obviously everyone feels that way, but then also it is like it. We've worked for that. Like it puts yourself in a good spot going into playoffs. That 1 seed is a massive advantage if you can make it through that first round and keep going. Like having that home floor is big. So that's something we want to keep building on and try and solidify going into the playoffs.
Take us back a little bit post-game after you guys win versus Ottawa. That's when the Warriors officially clinched their spot into the playoffs. Again, as mentioned, for the second straight year. What is said in the locker room? What's the mood in the locker room once you guys accomplish one of the goals that you set out to accomplish at the beginning of the season?
We definitely addressed it briefly. I don't know.
I don't think it was I
don't think we made too big of a deal.
No, it wasn't
that
big of a deal.
Pumped that we gritted out that win. Honestly, like that was talk about winning ugly. That was
good
winning
crowd.
Ugly.
Good
crowd. A great crowd. That was an electric game.
Phenomenal crowd.
Yep.
Goalies played well on both sides. Like I thought Delbs and Higgins both stood on their head. So it was I think we were just like everyone was just dead by the end of that game. Like everyone just got in the room. You could just feel that relief that we had a week off and that we were able to come out of that with a win.
Yeah, green beers were flying that night, I should say.
Were
as
they?
Well, they were. They
Saw a
were
lot of beer towers too.
yeah, they were lining the
The
boards.
party zones were packed.
I was there that night. First time I'd ever been in the party zone. It was pretty electric.
Let's get a review. What'd you think?
I thought it was awesome, man. I thought it was awesome.
What's going on in there?
I was originally told that there wasn't going to be any green dye down there for the drinks, and then when I went to go get my first one, they were like, "Do you want a green beer?" And I was like, "Yeah, absolutely, I do."
How green was your mouth?
Incredibly green.
Was
after
it
the first
gross?
one. I don't know. I didn't see, but my wife, after one beer, was like, "You need to go get some
Yeah,
water."
that's it.
But yeah, fun night overall. I was excited to see you guys get the win. Super dramatic fashion as well with Keegan Ball getting that late winner. It was really awesome to see. Another thing that happened, while you guys were away, was the Saskatchewan Rush wearing their Rush reimagined jerseys for the second straight year. They put on a fresh set of uniforms last year, brought out another new set of them this year. And it was it serves as a reminder that the Warriors got a fresh look at the start of the season as well. And we haven't even really talked about it with you guys yet, about these new Warriors jerseys. What do you guys think about this new look that you guys are wearing, the new logo as well? And I want to ask if you guys could design a Warriors alternate jersey, paint us a picture of what that would look like.
I as far as our jerseys right now, I love them. I think they're really cool, and honestly, I love the ones last year too. I think I'm all for both. I like the writing on these new ones, and last year the crest, I thought that was pretty cool. As far as designing one, I mean, that's my dream. I would love to design a jersey. I haven't thought about this at all. I would go all black, and like fully new helmets too, all black. And instead of gold or anything,
You going matte?
No.
Black helmet?
I am going matte black helmet, and I'm gonna do gray accents all along the jersey.
Whoa.
So I'm gonna do gray, like dark gray numbers, and then like different shades of gray as the accents on the jerseys, and then maybe just like a van or like something like that.
Have you
I'd
thought
be
about
so-
how that's going to show up on TV? No,
What?
that's not going to show up at all.
It'd be pretty cool.
I don't know.
So you're like hurting his feelings by telling him
yeah,
no.
I didn't like
I don't like that. I wish we could do
Whatever, I
it
guess.
gold. Gold's really hard to like do
All
well
gold,
though.
you can't do all gold.
It's like
though.
hard to execute.
Like the Golden Knights have it, and I don't know. I feel like it's a little.
Yeah.
That is
It's a
very
little too
Vegas
much.
though.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I don't know.
I
I
think-
like our jerseys. I think they look clean. They're like pretty crisp. I like simple better with jerseys. I think I like the crest, the shield with our old logo a little
Yeah.
bit better. I think it brings it together. But I think the new ones look good too.
Yeah, especially because when the new jerseys got rolled out and pictures were coming up of them on social media, it was the blacks that we were seeing mostly. When you guys wore the aways, the whites, I really like the away jerseys.
You like the whites better?
I do. I mean, like I don't know about better, but like I really
think they
like
look
the
good.
whites.
They look clean.
Yeah,
I
they
think
look
they do
really
too,
good.
yeah.
Big
Yeah.
fan. Big
I
fan.
like our gold helmets though. I think it brings
Yeah,
everything
it's a good
together
look, too.
well. And yeah,
The
I
design
think,
team.
I think
deserves
the
a lot of
alternate
credit.
I just said is pretty cool too, but that's just.
I don't like it.
Maybe we'll let the listeners.
I
vote
just
on it.
hate when you're watching a game and you can't like see someone's numbers properly. Like,
Okay, then we'll go white instead for the numbers and the
just give me
accents.
something. Give me something.
Whatever. I don't
Could you
care.
go gold? Could you go gold accents with the gold
Yeah, we
numbers?
could- no, we can
That's
do.
just the same as what you
I
currently
know.
wear.
See, I'm
With
trying to get different though.
Something in there, yeah.
That's why OG. That's
Gold
why you're
accent?
not designing the jerseys.
Gold accent.
And everybody has to wear black shoes or something. No,
Oh,
no. We
dude.
can't do that. Yeah.
So that's my pet peeve.
Okay, well, you guys can debate this afterwards. Let's. I want to talk on the last episode specifically with you, Marcus. We were talking a lot about individual goals and how you set these goals at the beginning of the season. And I want to talk a little bit about the team goals and kind of how you guys set those at the beginning of the year. But now that you guys are where you are, like we kind of talked about being in first place, the playoff spot is clinched. Home playoff game in the first round hasn't been clinched just yet, but you guys are going to continue to work towards that, obviously. How do you reevaluate the goals that you set for the team at the beginning of the year when you get to this point now where there's no more bye weeks, you're just looking ahead to the final regular season games and then a playoff push? How do you look at the goals that you set at the beginning of the year now?
I think we talked about that as a team. Like, I don't want to air everything out, right? But like, most teams I've been on have always, you want to sit down, you want to have your goals as a group laid out clear so everyone knows what you're working towards. I think we had like kind of tiered goals where we wanted to make the playoffs. We wanted to. The first one might actually been
Make the playoffs.
Was a winning record at home one of them or no? That might have been last year.
No, I don't remember. I think it was winning.
Make the playoffs,
win.
home playoff game,
Yeah.
and then we want to win a championship.
Win it all.
So I think those were the three that we set out.
And then, excuse me, like now that we know that one of those preseason goals was to make the playoffs, and you guys have accomplished that, how do you remain focused on now going after your next goal and remaining focused?
I think we have a big saying in our room where Kurt says it a lot, which is play where our feet are. And I think that's just sort of what everybody's buying into. We know what's ahead and we know what we can do. But at the end of the day, we're trying not to let that creep into our heads, and we're just going to continue playing with our fear. It's simple as that, I would say.
Yeah. I think just like a process-oriented mindset is like very reinforced with our team. So that keeps it really easy, just like on to the next. Like just keep doing the same thing.
You guys have the Buffalo Bandits coming up as your guys' next opponent. You'll be on the road for that one. We talked about the Bandits the last time that you guys were getting ready to face off against them. It was back in February. And at that time, at that point of the season, the talking point around Buffalo was they probably haven't had the start to the season that they had hoped for, but they are still the 3-time defending champs for a reason. You cannot count them out of a game whatsoever at any point. And we are now seeing that play out because since you guys beat them, they've gone on this run and they find themselves back in a playoff spot now. They're in contention for a home playoff game in round one if things continue to play out the way that they have played out for them so far. I want to know now, do your expectations of this Bandits team, do they change at all as you get ready to face against them this Saturday, considering what they've been able to put together over this last stretch of them being 5-0?
I mean, they're 3-time champs. We think of them the same every time. We think of them the same last time we played them. We know everything that they're going to bring, especially they're at home, right? They get a lot of fans. They get a good crowd, and it's going to be loud in there. And we know what they're going to bring. It's going to be the same as last time. So I think as far as it goes, OG just talked about it, but the process, we're just going to stick to the process and stay the course.
Yeah, I don't know. They're like, you know what the 3-time champs brings, right? Like they're also human over there. They're not 14-4 every season. They're not just like this unstoppable wagon, but what they are is a really resilient lacrosse team. So anyone that's counting them out of games, I don't think has watched them over the last few years closely because they've dropped games, but then they've also had those comebacks. Like they're known for that and they're capable. So just knowing, like, we're definitely aware and we're ready. So it's going to be a good one.
I got asked this question earlier this week, actually, about this matchup between Vancouver and Buffalo. And the question was, if I was to provide like a newspaper headline for this meeting between Buffalo and Vancouver, what would it be? I called it Chapter 3. I was calling like last year's regular season Chapter 1, the playoff series Chapter 2, and now this season is Chapter 3, and something that's kind of building to be a little bit of a rivalry between the Warriors and the Bandits. Does anything come to mind for you guys as what could be a newspaper headline for this next meeting?
That's definitely not
What?
Chapter 3.
I don't think
I'm saying this is definitely not my type of question.
Yeah,
Like,
I
I'm
don't
not
think
good at
Chapter
this.
3 is bad. I'm trying to think of one, but
I don't think I can top that.
yeah,
Thanks,
At
man.
the end of the day, I didn't finish college or university, so I can't really think that quickly on my feet.
At least it's not a math question for me.
Exactly.
Second time in the same show that
funny. I
you
gave you
bring
the
up and you
formula.
dropped out.
I gave you the formula for the math and I couldn't do it myself.
Oh, it's incredible. All right, gentlemen. Well, again, welcome back. Good luck the rest of the way here on the season. We'll see you guys back here again for the next episode of the Vancouver Warriors podcast next week. Next game on tap, as we mentioned, it's going to be on the road. It's going to be in Banditland, a hostile environment, as always. Warriors, Bandits. It'll be Saturday, April 4th, 4 p.m. Pacific time. It'll be a TSN game of the week, so it'll be on TSN, ESPN, and you'll hear Matt Cullen, Pat Gregoire, and Ashley Docking on the call. Again, welcome back, gentlemen. Thank you to everybody for joining us for another edition of the Vancouver Warriors podcast, and we'll see you on the next one.